Were you disappointed in not being able to wrestle this past weekend?
Yeah, I was a little bit. Coach Cody got called, I guess, Saturday morning, and they told us that their guy got hurt. So, yeah, it was a little bit of a bummer, especially with like my family and a couple of my friends being at the duel, and them coming all the way from home to see me wrestle, and then obviously getting a forfeit. Wasn't too happy about that, but just kind of rolling with the punches. It was still great to just put on the singlet and run out in front of everyone and get my hand raised, stuff like that. So a little bit of a dress rehearsal kind of.
When you get the forfeit, I know guys in the past in wrestling at all levels, you know, you'll go back in the locker room, you'll ride the bike, you'll try to get that heart rate up. What is your procedure for a forfeit like that? Like, how are you trying to make up for that rep that you didn't get?
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit of that. Just listening to my coaches too. They have, you know, each of us do something a little different. So just listening to Coach Cody and Coach Gale and my strength coach, Coach Mike, just getting me ready. Obviously, that was the first duel of the year, so not too much after, but yeah.
What's the main deciding factor that you can't hit?
Really just the culture here. I feel like it's a lot different than a lot of programs out there. And yeah, I mean, the coaches are all great. Just really, I just felt at home here, to be honest. More than other schools. I took a couple visits, but here just kind of really stood out to me, and I just loved it here. So, yeah.
What would you say is the biggest difference in the culture?
I think here we're more focused on just having fun and learning, and then the winning just takes care of itself with that stuff. So not being focused as much on the winning and losing, just how you wrestle and going out and having fun and competing instead of just trying to win and that kind of thing.
You mentioned learning a couple of times. Has there been something that stands out to you that you've learned? You know, I know you're very accomplished already, but something that immediately you walk in and go, oh, wow.
I think just learning how to control my emotions, so not letting my emotions get very high or very low, just kind of staying pretty even keel the whole time. And, you know, if something good happens, that's part of the process, and if something bad happens, that's also part of the process. So just realizing that it's going to take a little bit for me to get where I want, and just continuing to get better and better every day.
Do you think you learned a lot of that on your international experience?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's really helped me. Just competing overseas, I think, has given me a lot of lessons, and especially when I lose overseas, just kind of opens my eyes to like things I need to work on, and yeah, just get better at. So
there's not a lot of guys that come in as freshmen, and they say they get humbled really quickly, and it takes them a while to get that takedown. So, you know, how long have you been? Have you gotten a takedown yet? All that fun stuff.
Yeah, I've gotten a couple, but definitely, you know, wrestling guys like Coach Nick and Coach Cody and Bo, Parlett and Shane, and really any guy in this room is good. So every time you come in, you got to be ready to compete. You know, when we go live, stuff like that. Just being stingy, I like to call it. Not giving up a lot of points, but also still trying to score a lot of points, especially in practice, because it doesn't matter that much if you give up or how many points you get, so stuff like that.
How often are you going with Parlett and Vaness, and how much do you think that'll help you moving forward?
I try to go with them usually once a week, but that doesn't always happen. And I'm sure we'll wrestle more and more when we get on the road and stuff like that. So, but it's definitely helped me a lot learning from those guys and just talking to them too about their experiences and, you know, what they've been through in colleges and stuff like that. So.
Is that a way too to kind of gauge where your strength level is? Like, is that something that enters your mind? Like, hey, this is okay. I got to the legs on Shane or whatever it may be. I don't want to say that you did, but do you know what I mean? Is that a way to gauge that maybe?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. These guys are all really accomplished. So, you know, if I'm able to get a takedown or get to the legs and stuff like that, just shows me that I'm doing stuff right, and yeah, it just shows me that I'm trending in the way that I need to be. So.
You mentioned Bo and Shane, but are there any guys in the room that you've learned a lot from, maybe outside of wrestling, and just like how this experience works and things like that?
Yeah, I would say Mitchell Messenbrink is a guy that I spend a lot of time with, and just being around him, like learning, you know, the things that he cares about outside of wrestling, and just being a good human and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely.
Looking forward to get three, maybe 4 bouts in this weekend, just to test the endurance thing.
Yeah, for sure. Part of that, and also I'm really excited to compete this weekend. It'll be my first time actually wrestling in a Penn State singlet, so there's another aspect to it that I'm really gonna enjoy. So.
All right, thank you, Luke. I'm gonna bring one more round of ring Shane down.